Hi, I'm Jessica, and you're watching Disney Channel. If I knew how to draw that in, I totally would, but I'm not that good at editing. Welcome back to my channel, guys. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time about the time where I auditioned for Disney Channel. When someone says that, you know that something crazy is going to happen. This is not clickbait. I actually did audition for Disney Channel. It was a very long time ago, but I thought that it was a unique story, so I figured I would tell it. The way that we heard about this audition was from the radio. I'm pretty sure it was my grandmother that actually called the place and asked for my audition, and then my mom was like, "Whoa, what is this?" But yeah, that's how we heard about it, and we heard that it was coming to our area. And my parents always thought that I was a great actress. All around the house, I would make myself cry all the time so that I could get what I want, and it never really worked. And then 2 seconds later, I would be laughing my butt off just because. And I actually pranked my friend one time and told her that my boyfriend broke up with me and I was making myself cry, but it was just a prank and she felt really bad and she literally hated me afterwards. But it's fine. So yeah, I didn't even know about the audition. My grandmother was the one that actually got it for me, and I was just like, okay, let's do this thing. On the audition form that we got, it said that I had to sing, and I loved singing. I loved everything to do with singing, the music, dancing, everything. I used to do gymnastics. That has nothing to do with the arts, but I just thought it would be a great thing to add in. I had to sing a song, and I was like, okay. So the song that I practiced was Tonight, Tonight. I don't even remember who that was by. Let me look it up real quick. Just Hot Chili Ray. And it's called Tonight, Tonight. That's the song that I was going to sing. They actually ended up not needing me to sing for some reason. That wasn't even a part of the audition when we got there, so no one had to sing. So I just practiced a song for no reason, but it's fine because I loved that song, and honestly, I would sing it anywhere if I could. I remember I wore this dress. I don't think we have any pictures of it or anything, but I wore this dress and it was really flowy and cute. I have a feeling it was like gray or blue or white. It was one of those colors. I'm not really sure which one, but it was one of those colors. When we got there, there was this really, really long line, and we had to wait a little bit to get into the room where the audition actually was. So it took us a little bit to get into the room, and then once we got in, it was a pretty tiny room actually. It was probably not like tiny, but for an audition, it was pretty tiny. It was probably like a standard size, like living area mixed with the kitchen, just like a small area. Probably like 50 people could be seated in there. And then after everyone was seated and ready to go, there was a video that was playing, and it was the guy from Good Luck Charlie. It was like the younger brother with brown hair. Not the oldest brother, but the other one, like I said. Pretty much he just said that he was in the same shoes as we were when he was auditioning for Disney Channel, which is really crazy because to think that he got a job on Disney Channel to from a radio station and then auditioning and going from there. That's literally crazy, and I could have been on Disney Channel, but obviously I'm not, so I'll let you figure out what happened throughout this video, and I will get to that eventually. Then after the video played, we kind of just sat down and waited for our audition to happen, and this process took a pretty long time because we were just waiting around a lot. And then when it was time to come, I just talked to some adults and they got different ideas of me. And I specifically remember one of the women, she was talking to me and she was like, "You are very bubbly." And at the time I was like, what does that mean? Because I was 7 or 8 years old, and I was like, I don't know what that means. So my mom was like, that's a good thing if she called you bubbly, because if you don't know what that means, that just pretty much means that you're like really happy and energetic. And I took that as a compliment, and for some reason I've always remembered that and described myself as that, since I thought that other people would figure me out like that. So then after we talked to the woman and a couple other camera guys, she sent me over to this other guy that was working the camera, and he actually was controlled of the screen and all the videos that were showing from the screen, and everyone's audition was actually playing on the screen. So it was just like while they were coming up and doing it, it was playing on the screen, but like it wasn't a big deal because we were all like doing the same thing. So I specifically remember that he told me to spin, so I twirled in my dress, and he was like, all right, these shots are amazing. And so yeah, that's pretty much what happened there. After the audition was over, that was pretty much all the audition was. Like, literally, it was the easiest thing ever. You talked to a couple people and then twirled in your dress or did whatever they asked you to, and that was the first step in auditioning. It was pretty simple. That's I don't know how they can cancel people out from just doing those things, but apparently they did. So the next thing we did after the audition was we went out to dinner, and that was really, really fun. And they were playing not playing restaurant. They were playing opera music at the restaurant that we went to, and my dad started singing along to the music that they were playing, and he was just doing things for himself, and the guy at the table next to us turned around and said, wow, you are really good. And it was just very weird to me and the whole family, and it was very funny because we were like, he was just like joking and genuinely being fine with singing opera in public, and then this guy is turning around and literally laughing at him and saying that he was an amazing singer, which is crazy because all he does is sing around the house. After about a month of waiting around to see if I made the first cut or not, we actually got a letter, and it was from like the Disney department or whatever, saying that I made it through the first audition, but the second audition was going to be in a Disney location, which was very far away from my house, and we just weren't really committed that much. And my mom said if we were continuing to do auditions, we would probably have to move closer to where most of the auditions would be, and that was obviously not an option for my family, and I wasn't that committed to being an actress. I mean, that was one of the things that I wanted to do when I was little, but I didn't really think that it was realistic and a definite career for me, especially since I was so young. I definitely did not know what I was doing. But it was really exciting that I made it through the first cut. I have no idea where that letter is. I'm sure it's somewhere around my house. But it was a really cool experience. I don't even know what it would be like to be on Disney Channel, honestly, because that has always been a dream of mine. And looking back on like if I made it through all of those auditions, I probably would have been on Girl Meets World. That's like the show that came out a couple of years after I auditioned. So I'm pretty sure I would have been on that show, but it doesn't matter, and the characters that play in that show are literally the best, and I don't know, it's just crazy to me that I even auditioned for Disney Channel. Like, I don't even care that I did not get in, but like just the fact, I mean, I didn't do any work to get into the Disney Channel. And I know that acting and memorizing lines and stuff definitely would not be something that I want to do all the time. I've been waiting for a day like this to come, on the edge of something wonderful. Face to face, we're changing. Okay, let's talk about, since we're on the subject of Disney Channel, let's just talk about how bad the shows have gotten. When I was a kid, let me think, the best Disney Channel shows: Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, Liv and Maddie, Girl Meets World, Good Luck Charlie, iCarly. That one wasn't on Disney Channel, but that was on Nickelodeon, and that was a bomb show. H2O, Zoe 101. Those were all the shows that I watched. And SpongeBob, obviously. Who doesn't watch SpongeBob? But yeah, those shows were like my favorite shows as a kid. And now they have like Bunked and Andy Mac and oh yeah, Jessie was another show that I loved too. Yeah, and Sweet Life on Deck and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, obviously. I watched a lot of TV when I was a kid. Now I don't have time to watch TV. All I watch is YouTube. So, whatever, it's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm really glad that I got to talk to you guys about my experiences and how the audition went. It was a pretty chill audition, and everyone was pretty nice. There were no, like, bad experiences like some people say on the internet, but it was all good. My life is great. I don't wish it was any different, honestly. I am happy where I am, and I probably would be a terrible actress, so I'm fine. See you in my next video.